Done a good job today. Baby Kristoffersson, let's go. So we'll be on to the World Championship, guys, towards the end of the session. We've got 3 races of RX3, 3 races of Euro RX, and then we have 2 races of World RX at the end. So RX3 is, as you guys may have known, it would be Super 1600 back in the day. Couture is not on the grid. So Levente Couture not on the grid. I'm pretty sure, no, it hasn't been out since Q2 actually, so missing through the whole thing. So we've got Timmy, Sousa and Vech.
Couture rolled in Q3.
Yes, so did come out and then DNF'd. Okay, so I think that's weekend over. Well, no, he's still, because he's still qualified 12th, because it's 12 cars. So in theory, Couture could still make it. Let's see. So Timmy, Sousa and Vech on the run to the first corner. Sousa needs a good start here. Timmy was very aggressive last time. Great traction and start from Sousa.
Sousa's really got the starts nailed here in Nyirád. I mean, Q1, Q2, Q3, he's been up there all the way into turn 1.
So clear track now, Andreas. One job to do, which is smashing perfect laps. So that makes it sound very easy.
Back to the work task. You know, nail the start, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and keep that for like roughly 3.5 minutes.
Keep the rhythm going. What indicators did you use to have in the car as to, he's under pressure already?
Yeah, he did a mistake.
Surely go Joker here. A dozen. I'm surprised about that when you can see the pace differential. I would have gone Joker immediately, Andreas.
It's very tight into turn 8. You see Sousa is being pushed there a little bit by Timmy, and tight racing. That's what we like.
Would you not have gone Joker? We said this. Cars. I would have gone Joker from pit 2, although we would have been compromised on the entry speed.
At the same time, I don't know the pace of Vech, if he has the pace that's needed or not. So it could be a good move to stay out. I reckon next lap Timmy will enter the Joker.
Yeah, absolutely. I see what you mean. So don't go on this one just in case. I suppose you want double the gap, don't you? And in fact, Vech went on lap 1. So yeah, maybe you're right. Perfect.
It feels like the TV photo.
Slow-mo.
Oh!
Boy, it spun Sousa around surely there. Surely that's contact. Is that push to pass?
That was a push to pass. Maybe we saw Sousa going a bit wide in turn 4-5, managing to sneak on inside Timmy there. Hard to see. We didn't see the incident itself.
Well, maybe we'll have it in the replay. We might get a replay off the drone. We might be able to get something which will give us an idea of what happened there.
Definitely not ideal for Sousa, which stopped in the last qualifying heat.
No, Sousa goes Joker. Yeah, Andres Sousa last time was P10.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's at a 10th, an 8th and a 10th, and he's sitting in 9th overall.
Yeah, all these guys needs points to climb the ladder, to be in a better position for the semi-final, to have a hope to get into the final.
How much of a difference here? Obviously it makes a difference everywhere, but particularly with this tricky turn 1, being on the front row and then also being on the left-hand side, because sometimes I think P3 on the grid is better because you're inside.
Yeah, but I think on this track particularly, it's even more crucial to be up front for
front row first.
Because it's such a short run into turn 1, and also it's such a short run to the gravel here. So yeah, it makes a huge difference. Also the comfort for the driver, because we know how sketchy turn 1 is.
Yeah, there's no cars, but then you just, there's that horrible feeling of waiting to get collected from behind, isn't there, if you go too cautious on the brakes or anything.
That is true.
They can't though, can they? At this level, you can't be cautious on the brakes. You've got to be fierce right from the start.
I just want to add in, like, just look at this track, how cool it is. I mean, you have so many variations here. You see tarmac has some concrete to it. You have gravel on the outside. You need to hit every line perfectly. Down here, super fast into turn 6, 7, bumpy. It's hard to see on the TV footage, but it's very bumpy. Also, it's braking into turn 8 into the hairpin. Very, very crucial part of the track. Here you have a little chicane. It's important to open up the car. He didn't really hit the inside line in 8B, as I call it, but up the hill here into the last hairpin of the track. It's awesome.
Tanner Faust messaged yesterday and just said it's my favourite track, my favourite rallycross track, which I thought was really cool.
Every time I post a photo of this track, Tanner is immediately, I love that track, I love that track.
Then he said with the peanuts emoji, and then he said with this, saying thanks for giving me a reason to use the peanuts emoji, which was great. And I think that was in reference to how brave you have to be out of the back. So Bakkerud Timmy takes this one. The time is 3:27.4. Which is decent, but it's I don't think it'll be enough to win the session. So Bakkerud Timmy takes it. Vech went Joker on that one. Sousa, of course, got turned around. Will Timmy be penalised for that, or did he? Was it nothing to do with him? Yesterday, you know, we wondered who had hit Yuri Belevsky because we were.
Let's see if we get it here.
Screen. He wasn't. Let's have a look and see. So
nice start from Sousa, but he lost a little bit in turn 4 and 5. Here it is.
Yeah, that's contact for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because here we see.
Here it is. Look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, he's so you could argue Sousa's turned in, but you.
That was a big luck up.
I don't know what they'll do there. What do you think they'll do? Because in theory, Tuma's nose is on the inside. He can't disappear into the wall, but then likewise, as then Tuma carried on to push him round, in which case...
Tuma destroyed the race from Andreas Sousa, so...
That's right, there you go. Yeah. Andreas Bakkerud in steward mode there.
Yeah.
For him, there is no grey area on that.
If Reinis Nitish was here, he'd immediately...
Reinis black flag Nitish, yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, if you're wondering, Reinis, an old World Rallycross driver who's now working as a steward in Rallycross and known as Mr. Black Flag. Yeah. He's like, no, the red car. The red car is wrong. Yeah. He doesn't care who it is. No. It could be if he was here at the Yarny, but the polo is wrong. Yeah. Penalty, like whatever it is, he doesn't take any notice of which driver it is. It's great fun. It's the worst job in the paddock, in my opinion. I'd absolutely hate to be a steward. Okay, Euro RX3 qualifying for Heat 2. Libor Tejes, Samuel Kovacs, Nicholas Gellens and Rogerio Sousa on the outside. It's
funny, Patrick O'Donovan just texted me that it was all down to mapping and engineering and too much wheel spin, not the actual reaction time, but I could see his reaction in Q3 wasn't great. So. Typically a racing driver.
Andreas Bakkerud is getting forceful with the opinions. Me and him are moving around the other side of the desk so we can survive the heat.
It's so warm.
Tejes, Kovacs, Gellens and Sousa. Gellens has got a good start from slot number 3. Going to try and shut the door on all the cars on the inside line. Nicely done by on in the background. Tejes gets tagged and just stays out the wall. Maybe the tiniest of nudges. Rogerio Sousa is up into P2, but another good start from Gellens, Andreas.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a flyer off the line there together with Tejes. Had a good launch, but he dropped down a little bit and unfortunately got catched there just before turn 1. It happens here.
Yeah, get turned around. Lucky though not to hit the wall. Well, certainly if he hit it, he only nudged it.
Yeah. It was a bummer for Tejes because he's fighting for a top position for the semi-finals. He really needed a good heat.
Yeah, he's in P5, isn't he, Ted? Yeah. Would have liked it up to P4, would have put him on the front row.
Gellens had a very good Q3 there, driving up front alone, putting down the lap times. Let's see if he's going to manage to take that extra step to get up to like the top 4, top 3 guys. He didn't really have the pace in the previous year.
Tejes has parked it, Andreas. So Tejes has parked it on the run up the hill. He's out of the car. Be disappointed with that. Was sitting in P5 and a DNF is going to drop him right down the order. Tejes had a third, a fourth and a fifth.
Gellens just did a mistake there in turn 4, braking a little bit too late, going wide between 4 and 5 and lost the exit there. Seeing Kovacs, no, Gellens actually went to the joker from the lead.
So Gellens has joked from the lead. That's unusual. That's because they're trying to cover off Sousa. Nicely done. So he spotted Rogerio. Sousa was in the window.
He was awake, the spotter.
Yeah. Nicely done. So Gellens has covered off Sousa. Now, though, Andreas, you come under pressure from behind. So that, yes, you covered the spot, but it opens the door for Kovacs to put good lap times in. Look at that. Gellens has gapped him big time through the first couple of corners. Flashing yellow, that's the effect of a waved yellow, and that's because the car of Tejes is parked at the side of the road. So Kovacs has got to have a good old push lap here. Can either go joker straight away or stay out for one more push lap and then go. It'll depend what they think on the lap times yet, so they think he needs a bit more of a window at the minute.
Kovacs as well has been very, very strong this weekend. He just did a 48.8, which is a second or 7/10 quicker than Gellens' opening lap. 52.4 in the joker from Gellens. It's a little bit slow, but remembering he did a mistake in turn 5-6.
The joker predictor at the minute says that the leader would lose the lead, but what we're watching is that gap to Gellens. You can see it's 3.2.
lap 3, Kovacs is beating Gelanes with 3/10.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised if he's not
going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep an eye on that gap. That's why he didn't go on the previous lap. That's the job of the spotters. Try and imagine what it's like to be in the spotters tower, watching that gap. Can I go this lap? Dealing with the traffic. When do you go? When do you not? He's going to go this time.
Gelanes took 2/10 off Kovacs in sector 1 this lap. Kovacs pushing big time in the Joker. It's going to be tight.
Big attack from Kovacs on the top lane. I think Gelanes will have this if he just stays calm on the throttle. Oh, you can look inside. Gelanes not around the outside for Kovacs, but he's in the dirt there. Gelanes will hold on. Kovacs goes really wide. Look at Gelanes parking it on the apex over the line. Gelanes with a 3:23.2. Now, last time out, Gelanes was at 3:23.7, so he's gone quicker again, Andreas, by a little half-second.
Yeah, great. I mean, I find it strange because Kovacs was right on the bumper of Gelanes when Gelanes went to the Joker, and
then did a really good lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe a mistake we didn't see somewhere.
Yeah.
Good stuff from the opening race of the final qualifying session here in Hungary. Flashing yellow light down there on I can call it the straight. I suppose it is kind of the straight. It's one of the, there's two. They've both got corners in. This one's on tarmac. So Gelanes takes it 3:23.2. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. Kovacs, Sousa, and a retirement for Höljes, who was in P5 and will drop down the order as a result of that. Sending the truck in to get the car recovered. Andreas, talk us through Höljes here. Was on the inside. Oh, right.
Yeah, I think was it Kovacs trying to go back in. You know, this happens when you start braking together. You saw the steering arm on the right rear for Höljes broke there at the same time. So small impact, big. I don't know. Give me an English word. Small impact, big output. I don't know.
Yeah. Close racing.
Super wide. He's just missing a few drive shaft there in the back and a few extra horsepowers. But it looked great.
I love that. We find drivers talking. Look at the fans there. See, now they've got lovely shade, which we will have at lunchtime.
They've been here before. They've got experience.
At the minute, me and Andreas are using this look, which is a child's Factor 50 suntan lotion, which we hastily grabbed 2 minutes 30 before we went on air. So while the titles were playing, we were applying SPF.
I even sprayed it while we were commentating the first race.
Andreas, here it is. Andreas, other brands are available. Andreas did his legs.
Remember, boys and girls. Sunscreen.
Protect your body. There's more going on in the background than television. Let me go that way. Look, there we go. To get out the way of the graphic. Nice one. Johan Kristoffersson on 150 has won all of his sessions. Gronholm and Veiby have seesawed a little bit, and there's only a point between those two. Gronholm would love to beat Veiby in the qualifying sessions coming up at the end of this session to get onto the front, the pole in the second semi. So car getting recovered.
Desk
down
is burning.
Yeah, the desk is. I'm more worried about the electronic stuff under here. Which
it's
like, the floor is lava. The desk is lava here at the minute. So that's the qualifying. Look at the bottom of your screen. Q1, Johan Kristoffersson. Q2.
Ole Christian Veiby, but
Kristoffersson at Q3.
Oh, yeah.
Kristoffersson, Euro RX 1. This is the interesting one. Take a look at this. Andor Trepak, 19-year-old in the Renault Megane. Damien Litvinovich in the Audi. And then Mika Limatena. Come on in, OC. OC's just joined us at the side here. We'll stick a set of cans on you right now, and the public at home can see you coming in live into the studio.
Welcome to the heat.
Yeah, welcome to the oven, mate.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
How are we doing?
Oh, good.
Did you put on sunscreen this morning?
No.
Do you want some?
No. we just stay inside the office trailer, on the data. So.
Yeah. I went into your camper van yesterday.
Motorhome,
Motorhome. Yeah. It's awesome.
That's good.
2 pop out. Three.
3 slide
It's absolutely awesome. When can you give the TV crew a host tour?
Oh, we can fix that. We can fix that. Yeah.
Soon, maybe later. Okay, Euro RX3 getting a race on the line, and we'll get things underway. On the inside line is Senegaknik, then Ribeiro, Gerklis and Komochi. These are the fastest drivers, of course, in this one.
Yeah, Johan Ribeiro's been awesome, but he got beaten by 1,000th of a second in Q3 by Senegaknek.
Yeah, wow, superb between the two of them. They're on the inside lines. So Senegaknek and Ribeiro on the inside. He's going to Gerklis, remember, in the championship fight. Komochi on the outside. Ribeiro's got a good start, but not in front of Senegaknek yet. Goes deep on the brakes to get ahead of Senegaknek. Senegaknek gives Gerklis a tap. Gerklis lights the throttle up and shuts the door on Komochi. Great recovery by Gerklis in P3.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. As well, we see Balázs Kormotski, also called Yorkie here in Hungary, home soil, home fan. I know the guy, he's a very, very talented driver. You know, they have the smallest little tent, their own team, great car, great, they're doing the full championship. He's an awesome driver, but I've told him, you need to repair the starts, because your Achilles is the starts. It's always been this year. He has the pace to win, but the starts, dude, you need to fix that.
OC, you're currently sitting second in the standings in the World Championship for qualifying here. It'd be nice to stay there, wouldn't it, and be on pole in semi-2?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the target for the Q4, and yeah, it's going to be tight there with Niklas and with Johan. So.
Talking about starts, yesterday's start were mega from your side. I feel even Johan was a bit annoyed.
Yeah, he's been, and also my reaction times has been better than him this weekend. So no, he's a bit annoyed.
It's so important when you're a teammate with Johan to take the wins you can. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I love the little argument you two had at the signing session that was in Swedish.
Yeah. Or actually in Norwegian, because Johan loves to speak Petter Norwegian. You know.
Oh, really? Yeah. There you go, that's me not having a clue about anything. We're going to send Andreas off. OC, if you want to go to the end of the desk, mate, you're welcome, because you'll be out of the sun there and your leads are long enough. Yeah, we don't want the poor bloke getting too hot before he gets into the race car. Ribeiro continues to lead by 1.7 from Gerklis. Senegaknek has jokered and will be the threat when Gerklis goes. Have you done Super 1600, OC? Did you do it rallying or not?
No, never. That was a little bit, the Super 1600 era was a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
But I remember my father, he owned a Clio Super 1600 rally car.
Yeah.
Because that was the car that Mats Lysen was driving back in the days in Super 1600. That was my father's car. So
why do we all love me particularly, you might have noticed I love the Peugeot 306 Maxi. I regularly repost videos. I know you're a rally guy too. Why do we all love the Super 16s and the F2 cars? It was a great era.
Yeah, it was, and I always had that dream to try that Clio. Yeah. But I never managed to do it because he sold it. So it's still on my bucket list. So I mean, that's a target for to be able to sit in one of those cars to do a proper tarmac rally stage, you know, Canaries or something.
Yeah, so, we mega, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'd love to. Yeah, any of the old F2 cars and Super 16s. The leaders both go joker. Ribeiro's accuracy against the wall up at the end of turn 3 there was absolutely epic. Look on the inside line. Here comes Senegaknek, who won the previous session by 1/1000th of a second. But Ribeiro and Gerklis are going to get there ahead. Target time is 3:23.2 of Gellins. I think the top two will get there. Might the whole field get there? Let's see over the line. So the time to beat is beaten, 3:20.7. Looking up at the timing screen, 3:23.1. So yeah, Gellins enters the session 4th actually. So Gellins, who was leading, gets the better of Komotsky. So yeah, Komochi P4, Senegaknek P3, Gerklis P2, Ribeiro with the win. So Ribeiro wins 3 out of 4 qualifying sessions, misses the clean sweep by 1/1000th of a second from the previous session in Q3. But have a look at this and you'll see he won this one by 0.9. Gellins with P4. Gellins so far, let me look at his quali, has been P9, P9, P7, P4. So Gellins with a great step up. The Antiguan driver, great to see. And we'll get an idea in a minute of what the overall rankings are following on from that. This was the start. Pretty sensible until that point. And I think that's a good recovery, OC, when you get sideways. And then the awareness to shut the door on Komochi as well. Yeah,
very smart. Very, very good to shut the door there. So he got a bit wide and then he shut the door. So good move.
This place here as well, we're looking at the accuracy there of Ribeiro against the wall up at the end of turn 3. We're talking a few centimetres. There's no margin for error, really. It's not like when you've got curbs and you can cut a bit more and see how it goes.
Yeah, I've also hit the walls a couple of times.
Have you?
Yeah, a little, you know, small kiss and it upsets the car. So you really have to stay in line and don't hit the wall, because you saw Timmy on the warm-up today. He made a mistake, and then you're done, you know. So
you never know, do you? Like, if you catch the tyre, the energy is so much more, and then you can break the car. But let's have a look at the overall standings for Euro RX. Their qualifying is complete. So Johan Ribeiro gets the top qualifier spot with 3 out of the 4 sessions. He was the TQ in Lousada. It was actually Marcus Roswell was TQ last time out for, of course, the black flag in the semi-final. Senegaknik ends P2, Kormochi ends up P3, Rittis Gerklis is P4, Kovacs, Tejes, Gellins is 7th. The fans are out there in the shade, as are myself and OC Vaby in the commentary box, because we've sent Andreas Bakkerud out with the camera. Where have you gone, Andreas?
I've gone to see dealer team together with Clara Anderson. And Clara, I've seen your lap times, been right up there, but you haven't really put everything together. But I know you have a secret room. Could you just give us a little insight on what's going on in there? Come on,
yes,
here.
let's have
I'll show you guys around. Because I know this place kind of, you know, and I love this truck, by the way. This is the secret door behind everything. I think Niklas sitting in there. I'm not sure if it's too dark for the TV to see, but have a little look. All the engineers are sitting back here. What happens in this room, Clara?
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're just trying to find a little bit more pace in the cars, and then we're back to business.
Do you have AC in there?
Yes. That's why we hang out there the most.
I love that. Thank you very much, Clara. Back to the studio.
Sorry, didn't switch myself on. OC, feel free. The one, this one here on air. That's the one. Another one above it. That one there. There we go.
Now I'm on, yeah.
Now we see.
I'm learning all the time.
So am I, mate. I've been doing it 10 years and I got it wrong. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Great stuff from Andreas, going there and finding Niklas. I went yesterday. We did a paddock walk yesterday. You can find it on YouTube and Facebook, I think. And we snuck into all the teams. It's a bit naughty when they're in the debriefs. I know you guys don't like it, but also we want the fans to have that access. And I think they enjoy it when we come and find out what you guys are up to between the sessions.
No, that's no problem. I mean, that was not really in the heat of the moment either. So I mean, we were just sitting there and watching some analysis and stuff. So that was all good. I think it's important to show the fans everything, you know, all the behind the scenes that we can that they can get.
It feels like they're here then, doesn't it? And that's what's lovely, is we're here and we have this wonderful experience of being in the paddock and knowing everything that goes on between the races. Sometimes it can be hectic. Like, I mean, you guys, if you're having a bad debrief, what's it like? I guess it's full pressure in there if you're trying to find something and you've got 30 minutes to turn it around between Q sessions.
Yeah, you know, Tommy, he's not really happy when Johan is not fastest. So
okay, really?
So yeah. No, but I mean, then it's all about finding what we can do with the car, what we can do with the setup, and what we can do with the driving. So yeah, now we are really focused during a race weekend like this.
Fantastic. Right, we are getting ourselves ready for Euro RX1. They line themselves up on the grid, which should be fun. What do you think of the view, mate? It's great, isn't it?
It's amazing, yeah? It's an amazing track.
It is
We're lucky with the weather. It's hot. It's nice.
I must admit the cloudiness was preferable. Maybe, I mean, even the fans, none of the fans are sunbathing, are they?
No, it's only you and me.
Yeah. This is unique at any track we go to see the tents. I never see them line the whole place with tents like that.
No,
really cool.
Really cool. Really clever.
Okay, we're good to go then with European Rallycross RX1. Internal combustion, of course, for all these guys. On the inside line, you got Rennie Munich, then it's Nils Volland, Mandy August and Otto Horvath. Okay, 20 seconds to go on this one. Let's have a look at Volland. Volland is down in P12. Actually, yes, so there are 13 cars here. That'll be there somewhere. I gave him the paperwork, OC. Have a flick through. Andreas, he hasn't figured out the folder thing yet, which is understandable. But Volland and Mandy August are fighting for P12, and only the top 12 will make it through to the semi-finals. Volland's got a good start here.
It's a great start.
Gets to turn 1 first, and Nils Volland has got to get it done. Gets to turn 2, a save where he needs to be. So, OC, what's the score when you're under pressure and you have to deliver in a qualifying session? What's the approach?
I mean, first of all, you just have to nail the launch, you know, and that's the most important in the beginning. And then, I mean, if you do like Volland, you take the start. Now it's all about, you know, as he's doing, going on the normal lap and try to be as fast as possible, because he's out in the front, he has no dust. So it's try to be as clean as possible and be fast.
Yeah, pressure to get it done, as we say, because he's sitting in 12th at the minute. Andreas Bakkerud is back in the commentary box. We've got another guest who's going to bring in just a moment.
Yeah, I was just over at the KMS, but we didn't have time to go in there. Johan was actually going to show us the engineering booth, which I think would have been absolutely epic. You guys have a pretty nice office up there. Well, AC is working well.
Yeah, the AC is nice.
Johan was there topless and very chill mode together with all your engineers and Tommy Kristoffersson himself.
Well, we're going to bring another guest in, so come on in. Let's get our guest in on board with us now. Zoltan, do you want to come in? Come and join us. We've got the president of the Hungarian Motorsport Federation is here with us as well. I'm going to get him on the desk and we'll introduce you. Come on in, Zoltan, you're fine. We're watching a race at the minute. Come put these on. I'll introduce him in just a moment. So, watching the race here, Volland continues to lead. Horvath, Munich and August.
First time I kind of see Nils in clear air this weekend. He's been in all the fights. Remember Q2, he had a crash into turn 1. So yeah, putting down the lap times together, 46.7, 46.6, staying consistent.
Yeah, he needs it. So Volland is in P12, Andreas, against Mandy August. So
but actually Rene is doing 46.2, which is the quickest I've seen today in RX.
I think all he's got to do is beat Mandy. He's 1 point in front of Mandy, so as long as he finishes this race in front of Mandy August, he will make the semi-final, so only the top 12 go through. Zoltan, you're going to have to tell me how to say your surname properly, because we've been told that Hungarian is one of the hardest languages.
Difficult Hungarian name, so welcome to Nyirád. You learned it perfectly. Your pronunciation was perfect. And my name is Zoltan Sujo.
Sujo?
Yeah,
I was going to say Sujo. Okay, Sujo. That's, and I say, president of the Hungarian Motorsport Federation. Fantastic to have the World Championship here in your home country.
I mean, this is fantastic, and this is the final lap of the race. And as we say here, the red cauldron was made by God for rallycrossing. I mean, this is the perfect venue for this amazing discipline.
As we see Nils in the Joker lap, it's still have a little gap with the Rene there.
Munich on the inside line. Nils Volland will come out of here. This has been a great drive by Volland, under pressure to get it done here. Volland will win his heat race, and this will secure Nils Volland's place at the back of the grids. Oh, and in the background, Horvath up the inside of Munich in the final corner. Volland gets it. Horvath steals P2 off Munich with a good move. And I say the important thing there for Volland that he made it through. So yeah, tell us about the Red Cauldron. What a place. We were saying all the canopies around it is unique in Rallycross. OC, best of luck, mate. Thank you for joining us. OC Baby heading back to his paddock area.
Good luck.
There we go. Yeah, good luck from the local Motorsport Federation. You can't go wrong, mate.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, so this venue is just amazing. I mean, the people, the spectators are so enthusiastic about motorsport, about car racing, and this is a perfect venue. And I have to tell you, the local promoter guys is doing a fantastic job. And I mean, it's very important when we are talking about Hungarian motorsport. Imagine the very first Formula 1 Grand Prix behind the Iron Curtain was back in 1986 on the Hungarian.
That's cool.
Wow.
So this is not just a a sporting spectacle for us, but this is in our blood and it's a part of our culture. So that's why we just all love the racing. And look at this crowd and this amazing venue. I mean, and guys, I have to tell you, I'm coming from the world of broadcasting, so I'm kind of
you're a TV guy, aren't you?
Yeah. And being on air with you guys, it's an absolute honor and privilege to me.
It's an honor for us as well. We've never been joined by a president of a federation.
No.
So you're our most VVIP. What TV do you do here in Hungary?
I'm doing the RTR television. I'm hosting different shows, but I've spent 18 years in the Formula 1 coverage.
Wow.
11 years as a traveling pit lane reporter, and another 8 years as a lead commentator for the Hungarian broadcast.
Nice. So I'll be out of work here.
But I want to add in, I've been here to Nyirád a few times. Lake Balaton is nearby.
Exactly.
There's a lot of castles, a lot of history, a lot of bats and spa.
Yeah.
It's awesome. awesome down here.
I mean, it's a fantastic.
Well, I say
location.
down here because I'm from Norway.
Yeah, sure.
I love the weather.
I mean, we all love Nordkapp.
Yeah,
I've been in Nordkapp
Have
as
you?
well.
Nice.
So yeah, it's an amazing area for tourism, guys, because the Lake Balaton is the biggest lake in Eastern Europe, and a sweetwater lake, I have to tell you, and it's a fantastic venue for tourism. But I have to tell you, I'm not alone here. I have one of my guests, the member of the board of the Hungarian Federation, who is a Rallycross legend, Tibor Rabocsi, and I think that you were competing against him.
Yeah, I remember his name. He's a big legend here. Let's dive into Heat.
Yeah, Q4 Heat 2, we're ready to go. It's Laszlo Kiss, Tamás Karai, Mark Moser and Attila Moser. So father and son on the outside of the grid. Attila is the dad, Mark is the son. So this is an all-Hungarian affair. How appropriate. Thank you, Zoltan, thank you. Please say bye to everybody at home. Honestly, jump on and say bye. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, and this is the start now.
Let's go. See you later. Zoltan, the president, Kessenov, thank you. The president of the Hungarian Federation. What an honour. All-Hungarian race in his honour. Down towards turn one. We didn't arrange, you can promise. Kiss gets the whole shot just. Karai comes in behind. At the back is Attila Moser. Mark Moser is in P3. What a fantastic bloke.
Yeah, loads of energy, enthusiasm for the sport. We need people like that. As we see, Kish took the start. I want to see Tommy Karai in clear air because he haven't had a single lap without traffic. He owns this track. He's the main sponsor. He makes rallycross happen down here in Rallycross World of Hungary. He dives into the Joker, followed by Attila Moser.
Didn't you say he did the quickest lap in the last session?
He did, 45.3. So
yeah.
he even got the pace for the World Championship.
He's on, but we need more people to enter the World Championship. So get yourselves up there. I do think people are a little bit scared to enter because they want to get a result, which I understand, but
let's see now. Karai is now in clear air. He's done his Joker. He's currently 3.4 behind Kish. Kish is an exceptional driver as well in this Peugeot. Also, the engine in this Peugeot is different from the Hansens and Patrick, which use Oreca. Well, the Hansens have EV cars, but they've always used Oreca engines.
Prior to that.
Kish has gone with the Pipo engine, which is similar to René Munich, to the Hyundais of Ritkonen and PGRX, Mika Lematainen and those guys. So a very strong engine, very torquey off the line. It's so good.
I reckon Attila let Mark go there. Did you see? Looked like he lifted off the throttle just at the merge and let Mark go in front, which is...
If that's coming faster, then move out the way.
He let him go.
I just looking at the lap times. Karai did a 45.5 where Kish did 46.1.
2.8 this would be very close.
In the previous heat, Nils did a 46.3, so Karai is currently 8/10 quicker than Nils.
So very good laps from Karai. Kish out front needs to try and hold on. At the minute we're saying he loses first, and because of that he stays out, Andreas. That's the right decision. Even if you know you're going to lose it anyway, you've got to stay out. You know, you might find that on the next lap Karai has a mistake or a problem.
Absolutely. You don't want to end up in the dust either, even though it's not so dusty right now. I came down here 2 years ago helping the Karai to set up the cars, differentials, you know, suspension and engine mapping and so on. But yeah, I think they've nailed everything together. They're just struggling a little bit with their starts.
2.2, the gap has come down by another 6/10, so it's an all-Hungarian affair. The crowd will be happy whoever wins this one, but Karai being the circuit owner, and don't forget the sponsor of this event as well, the Karai Trans World RX of Hungary, very grateful to him for that. We need companies to believe in this brilliant series, and Karai does. Can he get a win here, a heat race win? Maybe even a session win if he gets the best time. So Karai comes through on the inside line.
Very nice turn
here. Tidy run. Now he's got to keep it tidy in the last corner. No hysterics here. Get it turned in. Fire it over the line. Straightens her out and away. So Karai with a great run. 3:08.9. Oh, that would have been enough. That would have won the last qualifying set. No, Litvinovich was P3.
He did lose a little bit the first lap behind Kish, but he's looking at his lap times. He only lost 1/10 on 3 laps.
He's only 8/10 off Limitainen's win of the previous session.
Nice.
So that's a great time. So could Karai take a win here? Andor Trepak, of course, has already had one. The first session was won by a Hungarian. The second session was won by the Polish driver Damian Litvinovich. And Limitainen won the last one. So Tamas Karai takes the win here with a 308.9. He's definitely in the window to get it done in Q4 for Euro RX. Would be an epic result.
Looks so cool. This section here was Juha Ritkonen's favorite section, the 4, 5, 6 combined. Turn 8 and the Joker is so cool as well. I mean, the red quadrant, when you say it, it's so, it's magic. Cool. You need to say it more often.
Cauldron, there we go. Yeah, exactly. I was saying to Andreas yesterday, because it's not, obviously it's a word that is not used very often, and it's like a witch's, if you're not British, and we know we have lots of viewers who are not, a cauldron is like the pot which witches use. You know, you always see a witch's cauldron, and it's because this place is a big pot. There's a bank the whole way around. There isn't a bad place to watch at this track, is there?
That is true. I actually tricked Andrew the other day, because there is a big hole next to the track, and I said it's a meteor that landed,
and I was like, wow,
landed down there, made the earth red around this area, and that's the same earth they've brought to the track. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And then he laughed. And then he laughed. I was like, yeah, cheers, mate. But I did believe him. You know, he's such a nice bloke, Andreas. I was sure he'd be telling me the truth, but it wasn't. Joker and the standard lap there, you could see side by side. The air horns are going off here in the cauldron as the atmosphere builds up towards the end of qualifying. Mika Limitainen on the inside from Juri Belevsky, Damian Litvinovic, Zoltan Konsek and Andor Trepak on the outside. Now bear in mind, we've got all 3 previous session winners in this one. Trepak on the outside, 1Q1. Litvinovic in the middle, 1Q2. Limitainen on the inside, 1Q3. So this is all up for grabs.
Belevsky P4 leading overall, right?
Yes, he is. Litvinovic is
very
by
tight.
3 points from Trepak, but Trepak, Andreas, has got a lot to do from the outside of the grid.
It's going to be a hard one.
Got to get this one right. The TQ could be up for grabs between Trepak and Litvinovic in the middle of the grid. Trepak on the outside. Oh, it's the best launch on the inside for Limitainen. Belevsky as well. Tiny bit of contact between him and Litvinovic. Litvinovic slots into P3. Belevsky holds P2. Trepak trying around the outside on Litvinovic. Might get that done. Great move by Trepak. Oh no, puts the wheel out in the dirt. Drops down to P4. Might end up P5. Trepak trying to squeeze. Oh, and he nearly put him in the wall, but not quite. Konsek nearly. And has Trepak got a problem? Just suddenly going a bit slower.
The thing with the Megane is it's made by ProDrive. They've extremely engineered the car. It's a little bit weak in side-to-side contact, and I could see his left front having a bad day.
What a shame, a bad day. I like that. Yeah,
well, as a Norwegian, but I struggle with words.
You don't, mate. You're brilliant. I love it. But you know what? That's what we love about it, because I struggle with words, and it's my main language. So Trepak, look at that, 10 seconds down. Oh, what a shame, because if he hadn't gotten the throttle, Andreas, through this corner quite so early, look, you can see the gravel. I reckon he tapped the wall with the rear right, and then he had further contact here, didn't he, on the run up to turn 4?
Yeah, we can't check there. I must say, it's cool to see it and witness the Euro RX 1 field now. It's such a tight field between Limitainen and Belevsky. Litvinovic doing the full championship. Litvinovic now going to the Joker.
So Litvinovic, is this to try not to cover anybody, is it? Because Trepak's too far back.
I raced many times with the performance engineer of Litvinovic, Kristoffersson, a Polish driver, very quick driver.
He did World Rallycross, a couple of events.
He was a quick driver. Awesome to see him running a team, running the Audi S1 at EKS, the 001 car, the first ever car EKS built.
Limitainen, Belevsky blast up past our flip-flop camera on the wall inside turn 3. Look at that, through the load on the car as it comes through the long left-hander. Oh, the Trepak spotter has just gone running back to the paddock. He's 22 seconds down. They've got 90 minutes to get the car sorted for the semis, but they will be disappointed with that after he was on for... I tell you what, he might hold on to a front row, Andreas. He was in P2. He was in P2, but Litvinovic here, as long as he's clean, should get the top qualifier spot, even though Limitainen looks like he's going to win the race.
Belevsky wasn't really happy with his pace in Q3, and I would see Limitainen is gapping him a little bit in every lap now. He's doing slightly better at every sector compared with Belevsky. It's hard when you're a little bit out of rhythm to find back again, you know. It's sometimes easier to follow, and you can kind of follow the lines, but yeah.
Limitainen has gapped Balevsky. They both go joker on the final lap. The dust is quite harsh down there when you're trying to enter that.
It's going to be tight between Balevsky and Litwinovic. Let's see.
Yeah, Balevsky on the outside line coming down, Litvinovic inside line. Balevsky's got the inside. That's what we love about this place, is actually that's fine for me because they're 100% alongside each other. Yep. And Balevsky has the inside line for that final corner. Did he damage the car? No, he didn't. So Limitainen takes it. And how quick is he? Through 8.9, through 8.2. Yes, Limitainen is the only driver in Euro RX to win 2 sessions. He takes Q3 and Q4. And with Trepak's problems, Andreas, I think Limitainen's going to move up to P2 in the standings, which will give him pole in the second semi-final.
I think so too. As well, seeing Kish now taking the P3 in this heat, which is an awesome result for him.
Oh, there's Trepak. What a shame. Trepak was sitting P2 in qualifying on his debut in the European Rallycross Championship for RX1. Is it a puncture, Andreas, front left?
It's hard to see from our position, but it might, yeah, it might be.
It is, yeah, look on the screen now, you can see. So, oh dear, so that may be from that contact on the first lap, but Euro RX qualifying done. We've got World RX still to come. So what a shame for Trepak, who was in P2 overall. We'll get the overall standings in a moment to see. Hopefully, he can hold on to a front row position. Go on, Andreas.
Very nice sound.
Very nice sound. As he comes ticking past, he'll be able to hear the rim rolling down the road, which won't be quite such a nice sound. But Limitainen takes his race with a 3:08.2, which is enough to beat Tamas Karai by 7/10 of a second and win Q4 overall. Have a look here. You can see it. Limitainen 0.7 up on Karai. Laszlo Kiss is P3, Balevsky P4, Litvinovic, Volland, Moser, Konsek, and then Moser and Horvath. So what we need to see in a moment, and we will see in a moment, is the overall standings, and we'll be able to find out for you where they finish when we've had a look at the replays. This is oh look, there was contact.
Could have been there, the puncture.
Was that him or was he on the outside?
No, it was contact.
There. So he taps the barrier there. It was him, was it?
Yeah.
Well, did he hit the wall? I don't know, you'd know better than me, mate. You think the run to turn 1?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hard to tell, isn't it?
It's hard to tell.
Because he got turned in more than I thought he would. If he had a front right puncture already, he turned in more into turn 2 than I would have thought he would. This was the merge, and that's why I want all joker merges on the inside. Yes, the right of way is the other lap, but if you're 100% alongside, it goes the way of the joker, and it makes for great racing. It's another one of those classic rallycross tracks that you think, oh, you know what? If someone designed it like this now, you'd be stoked. Limitainen. Oh, wow. Limitainen's taken the TQ. He's not just gone to the front row. Mika Limitainen has taken the top qualifier spot by winning Q3 and Q4 by 1 point from Litvinovic, who will be on pole in semi-2. Trepak holds on to P3 despite the problem. And then you've got Tamas Karai. So we've got 2 Hungarians on the front row at home here, 1 in semi-1 and 1 in semi-2. Could we see a home win at the Red Cauldron? FIA World Rallycross Championship Round 3, Nyirád in Hungary, the Red Cauldron. It's been serving up some great action in qualifying. We've got just 2 races left to go here in Q4. Hope you're all enjoying it at home. On the inside line, Timmy Hansen. Next to him is Patrick O'Donovan. Then it's Kevin Hansen and Juha Rutkinen. So both the internal combustion cars. Now, I learned yesterday, finally, well done Andrew, Kevin has the red stripe across the top of the windscreen. Now, I'm not going to promise that in bright sunshine with reflections on the screen I'm going to get it right, but we'll have a good crack at it. What you will be able to tell is the difference between those 2 and, of course, the other 2, because they're both running internal combustion. So double anti-lag at the start. Who doesn't like double anti-lag? That's what we want to hear on start lines. Here we go. Oh, it's a better reaction time that time from Patrick, but still not quite away from the line, and the 2 Peugeots are going to get down to turn 1 first. Timmy inside, Kevin staying out wide. He's going to get around the outside of his brother. Patrick O'Donovan up the inside of both of them. Now he's outside, Rutkinen looking for a way through. They're 3 wide up through turn 3, up to the end here. Who's going to dare to outbrake? O'Donovan's inside Kevin Hansen. Timmy Hansen gets in. I reckon Kevin might have broken the car there, looking the way it's behaving. Could just be the contact, so Timmy Hansen leads. Kevin does look okay in P3. Who's going to go Joker? Kevin, surely from there he does. Kevin Hansen goes off to the right. He takes the Joker on the first lap, and Rukkanen stays standard lap. What a start!
I must give it a smile to Patrick there, because he's so strong in those positions. I mean,
really good.
Like, yeah, his elbows out everywhere. It's awesome. We need that in rallycross. He has a very, very high level. Even missing the start, then P2 after two corners. That's impressive.
The reaction looked a bit better there, but didn't get away. But I tell you what, he's right in the mix, and this is what we're going to see. Patrick O'Donovan, the European Rallycross champion, remember.
He's going to have a look on the inside here. Undercut. No.
He's on it. He's absolutely on it.
He drove really well in Q2 yesterday, just a little bit inconsistent on lap times, otherwise he would have...
He's gone Joker. Patrick's gone Joker on this lap, so he's got himself out. This will be partly maybe to cover off Kevin in the background. Kevin Hansen coming down on the standard lap. Patrick gets there just in front. Good call from David Mansfield. Not only was he underneath the leader's rear wing, but he's covered off his brother Kevin Hansen with that move, Andreas. I think that's good tactics.
Yeah, he felt faster than Timmy, so he had a chance and an option to Joker. But he needed a clean Joker, and he did his clean, and he came out in front of Kevin.
This is the Patrick O'Donovan that we want to see. This is the European champion, the three-time British champion. He's doing a fantastic job. Come on now.
The youngest ever British champion.
Yes, poor Dan Brook. So Timmy Hansen leads. You want to watch the gap now to Patrick O'Donovan. At the minute, Timmy Hansen, or they're saying he would just hold on by 1/10 of a second. He stays out. O'Donovan is in behind Rukkanen, who hasn't jokered either.
O'Donovan took 3/10 off Timmy the first sector, and the second sector, it's very equal.
Come on, Patrick, through the right-hander. You're on board with him now. Look at the dust. Rukkanen in front. Weight on the throttle. You have to be patient not to get too much wheel spin. Look at the crest in here. Look at the crest in this first corner. You turn in, the car goes light, it understeers.
You can see on the eyes of Patrick, he's pushing out there. He's pushing everything.
But he's not making mistakes, Andreas. He's not making mistakes. He's
much
keeping it
cleaner
tidy.
today.
So Timmy Hansen, the gap now 3.0. It's saying 0-0 is plus 0.1. So we think that Patrick O'Donovan is close enough here to take the position from Timmy Hansen.
Patrick took another 3/10 in sector 1.
Timmy sideways. Patrick super tidy on the inside line. Rukkanen goes Joker. Patrick O'Donovan, the European champion, on the inside. The air horns and the crowd are going mad. O'Donovan in the internal combustion car comes out in front. This is the best drive of the weekend for me from O'Donovan by a mile. He takes the win here in race 1 of Q4. Great job. That was a battling win from the start and a faultless drive. Yes, Patrick, that's when you smile, when you nail everything on. Well done.
That was
drive.
Such an awesome race. I mean, elbows out, lost the start, came back in the race, up to P2 after 3 corners, hustling through. Awesome spotting by David Mansfield. And
Kevin off.
yes.
The 3/10, Andreas, in the first sector, you were saying, both
times?
Yeah,
he's very, very strong in the first sector.
So that start line up to turn 4, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a drive. Patrick O'Donovan, 3:10.1, beats Timmy Hansen, Kevin Hansen, and Johan Rukkanen. So
I don't think the overall lap time is going to be as competitive as the next heat if they are clean, but a solid run.
Agree. What was his last time? 3:10.1. Do you know what? That's exactly the same time as he did in the previous one, but this one...
With 3 big mistakes,
yeah,
remember.
So, okay. Brilliant job. Track conditions, of course, are slightly different. Look, he loses the start, but he gets smart and gets the inside. And here,
look here, he's pushing Timmy, so that Timmy can't help his brother. Yeah.
So now look, he's out in P3. Timmy pushes him out to the barrier. Look at this. This is super smart.
If he had overtaken Timmy there, he would have got push to pass, but he's clever enough to back off a little bit after the squeeze. Robin's racing, and Rallycross is Robin.
So Andor Trepak was given a 4-second penalty for Euro RX, just appeared on the thing. So we're going to have a look at that in a moment. Well, yeah, you can drop him down the order a little bit.
We're going to get the... Yeah, awesome heat race, great battles.
Yeah, fantastic. So 4 electric cars in the final qualifier. It's the 2 machines from KMS and, of course, the 2 machines from CE dealer team as well. Johan Kristoffersson is on the pole. Niklas Gronholm in P2. Then it's Ola Christian Baby and then Clara Anderson. So they're even spread out across the grid.
are we going to see another start from Ole Christian Veiby like yesterday?
Did you watch the social piece?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Johan's like, you need to. He said, Osi said, you need to not sleep on the start. And Johan goes, you need to not sleep on the next lap. It was so good. If you haven't seen it,
turn 4 or 5.
Yeah, go and find it on social if not. I say it was in Norwegian, and it's very funny. It's on the World RX social channels. Kristoffersson then next to Gronholm. And remember that Gronholm and Veiby are 1 point apart for the top qualifier spot.
This is going to be exciting. Something's happened to Niklas there on the line. See the race starter is opening the doors of Niklas.
So is that, yeah, it is this Niklas, unfortunately. Is he retiring? Green light on the car.
Yeah. He's maybe doing a reset on his car to... Maybe he got some failure in his dashboard and had to recycle the let's say, engine.
Yeah, engine in inverted commas.
Yes.
Powertrain. There we are. Our producer. Wow, that's a...
He's on it today.
He's on it, isn't he? He must have had 2 Weetabix for breakfast. He's just said that's his one for the year, Andreas. I'm sure you heard him.
He dropped the mic there.
Thank you, Matt.
There we
right,
go.
is Gronholm going to get away from the line, or has he got problems with that car? Let's wait and see if he can get it launched. He can indeed. Good
awesome
start by all 4. Clara's got a great start on the outside line. 4 cars wide. Clara gets spun round to the outside line. Gun the throttle. She goes backwards through the barriers. Niklas Gronholm inside OC Veiby. Kristoffersson gets the whole shot, but this would give Gronholm second place in the standings. It's basically who finishes first in this race ahead of Gronholm, and Veiby will be the person to take P2 in the standings to get pole in the second semi. Andreas, this is a crucial one between those 2 drivers.
We've said that Johan Kristoffersson is Mr. Consistency, but this year Niklas has been awesome.
Veiby tapped the barrier on the inside line, has to light it up the whole way down the Joker lap. He tapped the barrier on the inside. He said in commentary when he was in here a few minutes ago, I've touched the barrier a few times. He gets out just in front of Clara, who must have done something special to recover that car from off the track in turn 1. Look at the dust. So Gronholm is in P2 behind Kristoffersson up at turn 1, and then you've got Veiby and Anderson.
I'm going to give it to Ole Christian, because like he's an ex-rally driver. He has done a lot of driving throughout his life. His car control is up there with Petter Solberg and those guys. When you saw his Joker, even on the loose surface, full pin, rotating early, hitting that perfect line.
Absolutely brilliant. So Gronholm and Kristoffersson, to hold on to it was impressive. The question, of course, Andreas, is can he get the gap back in front?
He took 2/10 of Niklas in the sector 1. Sector 2, he took another 10, so it's going to be tight between them. And of course, it's a crucial result now for Niklas to stay up there.
He won pole in semi-2. So remember, this one is all about Gronholm versus Veiby. Kristoffersson's gone. He's getting the TQ. We want to see the difference between Gronholm and Veiby. So we know Kristoffersson will hold on. That's the predictor for that.
The strange thing for me is
Gronholm and Veiby.
It's in free practice and warm-up. Niklas can keep on the pace of Johan, but in the heats, it looks like he's taking down the speed and the risk a little bit and the margin. So I would like to see Niklas is heading to the Joker.
Okay, we've got our predictor in. He's in the Joker right now. What does the predictor say and what's going to be the reality? OC Veiby on the inside, Gronholm around the outside. Gronholm gets on the throttle and gets away. Says he would hold on. The predictor was bang on the money. Now through the right-hander. Kristoffersson is on to the final lap already, but Gronholm has got a whole nother lap of pressure to go from OC Veiby here.
I think you can clearly see on the philosophy of the cars, Niklas is driving a little bit more unnecessary, where Ole Christian is more throwing the car, dancing with the car a little bit more, driving a little bit more with the back end of the car, like we said. Rally style.
Incredible job from OC to hold on to that car after the barrier tap, Andreas, but is that what cost him the merge? Do you think it would have made a difference of a couple of tenths?
I don't know. I think both their speed was pretty good. 45.2 in the second lap for the 8.2 from Niklas Joker. It was going to be tight anyhow. Okay,
Gronholm coming through for P2. Kristoffersson's going to take this if he beats the time of Patrick O'Donovan, which he's going to. Kristoffersson's got a clean sweep of qualifying because Gronholm hold on for P2. He does. So Gronholm will steal P2 overall in the qualifying here at World Rallycross Round 3. Fantastic stuff from them all. We've got 2 guests in the commentary box with us who we'll bring in just a moment. Let's get the results up first of all. Johan Kristoffersson looking incredibly calm considering out. Mind you, he was just out front without the pressure. It was an incredible race between Veiby and Gronholm. I think that's enough, or I'm sure it's enough for Gronholm to steal second place in this one. Let's take a look at the highlights of the race, and we'll bring our guests in as well.
Great start from Clara, I remember.
Let's have a quick look here. Sorry, Andreas. Yeah, the replays are just coming. Kristoffersson takes the session from Gronholm, baby. Patrick O'Donovan, P4. Timmy Hansen, Kevin Hansen, Johan Rukkanen 7th, and Clara Anderson down in 8th after being spun out in the first corner. This is the
Look
start.
at the reaction time of Clara.
She's the fastest always,
yes.
Isn't she? Her reaction time. And then look at this. Like, she's so lucky to go backwards through the gap. Watch this. You couldn't plan this. If this was Hollywood, you wouldn't be able to pull that off. So that getting away without any damage on the car. It's amazing. Patrick O'Donovan is amazed by that as well. Brilliant. Look at this. Look at this. This is the onboard.
But she kept it pinned. So the good thing with Evie, you don't stall it. So right
just
back
go
on track.
Look at it. Oh well, all the angles.
Yeah.
What a moment. Brilliant job by Clara to hang on to it. Unfortunately, lots of time lost. Look at Kristoffersson leaning so hard on the car. And then, baby, watch for the barrier tap on the entry to the Joker. He goes on lap 1. I wonder if we'll see it or not. I'm sure he clips it on the inside. We're not going to see that one. This was the merge later on. We'll see if we can find it later on. Look at Gronholm. He's early on the throttle. He gets the job done. He gets in front of Baby, and that will mean that he's going to be on pole in semi-final number 2. And actually, I think it's going to mean a KMS row 1 in semi 1. So they'll at least be able to make a plan for semi-final number 1. But one of them isn't going to be on the front row in the final. They would like to have been on the front row together in the final. Can't do that when you're both in the same semi. Crowds are down there. Qualifying is over. Johan Kristoffersson with a clean sweep, 200 points. And then we've got Niklas Gronholm, Ola Christian Baby. Gronholm looks in that. Patrick O'Donovan on the front row in semi-final number 2. He's got a big smile on his face because he's in there in the studio with us, and we're going to get him to have a chat with us about that performance in just a moment. Kristoffersson, the TQ. Great drama here in Hungary. Delighted to be joined by João Ribeiro, who is our top qualifier in RX3, and Patrick O'Donovan. That is the best I've seen you drive this year. That was an outrageously good race. No mistakes, lots of pressure. Turn 1, how do you feel about it?
I mean, of course, turn 1 is turn 1. I've been bullied out there all weekend, so I'm happy.
It was great, though, mate.
I'm happy with what I did. I didn't hit Timmy too hard. Of course, I won his back bumper, but not enough for him to let Kevin come through. Of course, they're trying to play the team tactics. You've got to be in there, got to try and upset it. Andreas over here spent enough years trying to upset the team tactics. It's hard, it's hard when it's two cars against one. So, you know, I just did what I could to not give any contact. I hit Timmy, so I decided, you know what, I'll give Timmy the position back, lifted a little bit around his fast right-hander. He got it. Kevin then gave me a little bit of a hit, so I more or less was like, you know what, no, not for you. Gave him not a bit of a bumper, but just kind of slotted the car back.
Rallycross.
Didn't let him come back in, and then, yeah, just absolutely hanging down laps.
For me, it was the rest of the race, mate.
Yeah.
Turn 1's great, and Andreas said you're brilliant at battling in turn 1, and we want to see that. But you didn't make any mistakes. When you came here yesterday, you were telling us a mistake here and a mistake there. You took 3/10 out of Timmy twice up in the top 2 corners.
Yeah, I think as the track temperatures are getting up a little bit more, I'm getting a bit more comfortable with the car. It's something I like, you know. We've made a few changes on the car as well. A little bit of an issue there on the handbrake peel system. So I was worried it was just going to stop working completely and all 4 wheels were going to be locking, but it wasn't the case. No, happy with that, and yeah, great result.
Joe, I wanted to talk to you. First of all, am I saying your name correctly, roughly?
I ran the correctly.
Go on, tell us how it's correct.
João.
João.
Yeah.
João. There we go.
João.
There we go. Thank you, mate. We do our best.
I just want to say, as a former Super 1600 champion, RX3, you look dialed. You're so precise and sharp in your turning and rotation of that Audi. It looks like in Norway we say a hand in the glove. It fits well.
And you nearly did a Kristoffersson. You lost Q3 by 1/1000th.
Yeah. It's the most closest ever from ever.
I think it's from ever. So I mean, what an incredible job. We're near the end of the show.
He won't be eating lunch tomorrow.
No,
the next event. Sorry, he definitely won't be eating lunch.
If I put my transponder a little bit on front, maybe.
Just one screw hole further forward, it's done. Look, absolutely brilliant stuff here. Remember to join us. I think it's about 90 minutes time. Have a look online. You can see all the finals and all the semi-finals, of course, live from round 3 of the World Rallycross Championship. We'll see you there.